It's just a week to the election in Imo State, and things have reportedly gone from bad to worse for the governor of Imo State. As you must have heard already, last week, allegedly, Hope Uzodimma had the president of the NLC kidnapped and taken, and he was battered and beaten seriously. It was thereafter released, but from pictures that was sent so far, he had a swollen eye and he even had to put something on his neck. He was seriously tortured, which made the NLC to call for an urgent meeting on Tuesday, to meet and discuss the way forward. As we speak, power supply in Imo State have been cut off, and flights cannot go out and in of Imo State. In fact, it was reported that Uzodimma went to university to campaign, and the students booed him out of the campus, shouting, "No light, no light." This is not going to be easy for a lot of people in Imo State, and at the same time, it is not also going to make it be easy, especially considering the fact that the election is fast approaching. It's just around the corner, just a few days away. It's not going to be an easy run for a lot of people in the state, and I'm sure that Uzodimma right now is racking his brain trying to figure out how he can get himself out of this situation. But hey, nobody asked him to beat up the NLC president. No matter what, the guy still has some amount of respect in the state and nationwide. If he says a strike is going to happen, a strike is going to happen. Right now, NLC has slated a nationwide strike for November 14. Hopefully this time around, they are able to carry out the strike without telling us by midnight that they are no longer going on strike, just as they usually do. Before we go into the details of today's news, my people, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. NLC TUC orders indefinite shutdown of power supply flights in Imo State. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress (TUC) have ordered the shutdown of electricity and fuel supplies in Imo State. The decision was reached by the organized labor unions following the brutalization of the national president of the NLC, Joe Ajaero, last week. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is really going to be a tough one for Uzodimma. In fact, right now, anywhere he is going to be questioning some of the decisions that he has made. Not only that, is the governor of Imo State, he is also the president of APC governors, nationwide as well. So I know definitely that he would be regretting some of these decisions that he has made. NLC and TUC on Tuesday also directed aviation workers to ensure that flights into and outside the state are suspended. Newsroom Nigeria understands that the decision reached at the extraordinary National Executive Council meeting summoned by the labor unions on Tuesday afternoon. The statement released at the end of the meeting reads, and I quote, "The NEC in session orders the immediate withdrawal of services and shutdown of Imo State beginning midnight today. All workers and affiliates are expected to ensure compliance from wherever they are. All flights into and out of Imo State, fuel supplies and electricity be stopped immediately as applicable. All public and private sector workers are to immediately down tools indefinitely. The implementation commences at midnight, November 8, 2023. Newsroom Nigeria had earlier reported that the organized labor unions on Tuesday declared a total nationwide strike. The strike will commence next Tuesday, November 14, 2023. This is, I'm very sure that, this new development about shutting down power in the whole of Imo State is going to significantly affect, the outcome of the election, because, most times what happened like 2 3 years before the election, people must have forgotten. But what happened leading up to the election is really, really, really very important to the decision making that will happen on the election day, because that is exactly what people are going to, base their decisions on while voting on the election day. And Uzodimma, I don't think that he's having it easy at this time. But anyway, I shall be bringing you updates on that. And one more thing, I just hope that once again, the Nigerian Labour Congress do not disappoint us as they usually do. And I also hope that this nationwide strike is not solely based on the fact that the NLC president was beaten, because if they do not straighten up what they want, their demands, if it is not well thought out, if it is not well thought through, at the end of the day, now then go they will be at fault. Because I don't know how you okay, Tinubu has increased pump price like for so many times now consecutively, no strike has happened, but all of a sudden the governor of Imo State allegedly beat up the NLC president, and you people are clamoring for strike. All of a sudden you want to go on strike by force. It is just good for these people to know what their demands are, sit down and know that this is what we want to demand. I just hope that this strike is not based solely off of the fact that the NLC president was beaten, because if it is, then we don't know what we are doing. Please let me have your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.